Hello, everybody, and welcome to Trimester 2. This video is going to go over all the information that I put in the email that I sent you today. So I'm going to start off with Schoology. So for Schoology, the most important thing is when you log in, you're going to want to make sure that you are clicking on our same picture, Welcome to Our Classroom. Mine looks a little bit different than the students because they also are going to have their special courses in here as well. And one of the new courses that they're going to have in Schoology is going to be their art class because they have art this trimester with Miss Vitale. So we'll start with our classroom. We're going to click on Welcome to Our Classroom. And it looks very similar to how I had everything set up for trimester 1. So let's start off with our Bitmoji classroom. A lot of the same information is in this classroom as it was in trimester 1. You have Meet Your Teacher. You have all the information about myself. You have our class schedule. I'll go over that in a few minutes. That is new. Not the button itself, but the information inside the button is new. Another new feature on the whiteboard is a little brain that's exercising. Kiddos can click on that to exercise Go Noodle and do any brain breaks that they need throughout the day to just get up, get moving, not be staring at the computer and doing some exercises. We have our same Google Meet button. If you click on that, it takes you directly to your Google Calendar. And then we have our student shoutouts that we go over every Monday. I highlight 6 students that I feel like deserve a shout out from the previous week that have shown great strengths, whether it be in their academics, in their behavior. And then also I like to shine a light on some of the students that are also working really hard in different programs such as Raz Kids and Reflex Math. Then you have the agenda slides button. That is extremely important. It has the Monday through Friday slides and all the assignments that the kids are doing throughout the week. So please make sure you're accessing that daily. I'm also going to start taking these slides and I'm going to be posting them on Seesaw. So I'll go over that when we get to the Seesaw portion of the video. And then, of course, you have my contact information. If you click on that, it has how to reach me. Best is through email and also through Seesaw Messenger are my 2 go-tos. So the first thing we're going to click on is Mr. Brain. So again, if the kids need a brain break in the middle of working on something at home, this is a great resource to click on and they may use. So I'm just going to quickly click on our little brain. Hang tight. And then it takes them to Go Noodle. I like to click on the categories and they can do exercises with math, science, ELA, which is our English language arts, social studies, reading practice. They have mindfulness videos, yoga, calming. They have it broken down by holidays, indoor recess. That's one that has like 30 minutes of videos that they can do. And then also down here at the bottom, which is what I like to use typically in my classroom. Students can choose between guided dancing, videos, stretching videos, just breathing, yoga, calming. Maybe your kiddo is just having a really stressful moment. You want to go to a breathing activity to calm down. Call and repeat videos, workout videos, partner up. If they have a sibling at home, this is a great one to use. Freestyle is just mostly songs, and the kids can just dance or listen to the music, just relax or boogie down or whatever they want to do. Competition, they're competing against the computer with running, javelin, a lot of the Olympic sports, and then brainer-size. So those are activities that are going to work on their brain function, whether it be adding, whether it be recognizing letters, also physical brain exercise like tap your head and rub your tummy at the same time, stuff like that. Just fun things. All right, so that is Go Noodle. Let's enlarge this again and go to the next thing. So we're going to go to our class schedule, which I said is new. So if you click on that. Okay, this is our weekly schedule for second trimester. Everything that is highlighted are our live meet times. The writing used to be in blue, but it's still clickable. I just changed it to black to make sure it stood out a little bit better, excuse me. Anything that is not highlighted in yellow are asynchronous assignments that they're doing at that time or doing a lunch or a brain break. or doing our social studies or science, since that is not live lessons. Those are asynchronous lessons, meaning I don't teach it live to students. I more or less teach it at their own time, not in a live group. So a lot of these features are the same. You just click on them to get to our Google Calendar. One of the things you're going to notice is different is on Tuesday from 9:15 to 9:45 is your art lesson. These are never going to be live lessons. Mrs. Vitale she's the only art teacher for all elementary. So all of her lessons are pre-recorded. They are in Schoology. I believe they're posting their assignments though to Seesaw. If you go to Seesaw and you click on Miss Vitale's art, she has said she's posted a video explaining how she's going to run her class. And I believe she also had Mr. Bronca send out an email on her behalf explaining how art is going to work as well. A lot of the art is going to be paper-based this year. So when you go do your material pickup next Monday, December 14th, she has a stack of papers for you guys to bring home and to use for her assignments throughout or during the week. So again, I've scheduled that for our normal specials time between 9:15 and 9:45, but they are not live lessons. They will always be pre-recorded in Schoology, not live. Okay. Then the second different thing is our math, which I spoke about in the email. So our math is going to be broken into 2 groups now. I just did a lot of reflecting on how math went on the first trimester, and we're getting into a lot more deeper concepts, specifically regrouping concepts. And when there's 28 kiddos, it is so hard for me to reach everybody on a personal level in 45 minutes and making sure that they're engaged and they know what they're doing. So I made the decision to split up the group, 14 in group A and 14 kiddos in group B. So when you click on the link, it's again going to take you to the calendar. And if I click on December 8th, which is going to be our first day of the new change, I want to click on 7 or more. And I see math lesson group A at 1 o'clock. And then if you're in group B, you're going to click on math lesson at 1:35 for math. The second change to our schedule that I made, not only for math, is office hours, or an office time, excuse me. So I reflected first trimester. I noticed at the end of the day, I was pulling a lot of kids into a Google Meet, helping them with their assignments if they were struggling with anything, talking to a lot of parents at the end of the day, reaching out through them to Go Guardian. So I decided from 2:30 to 3:05. Again, if you click on office time, it will take you to the calendar. And you can see right here, office, let's see right here, sorry. Office hour, it starts at 2:30 and it goes to 3:05, and you just simply join with a Google Meet. This is only for academic purposes. This is not a Google Meet hangout. Please do not use this to jump in and talk to me and ask me how my day is going or what you're having for dinner. As much as I, want that downtime to connect and to talk with the kids, I have to use this time for academic purposes and making sure that I'm reaching all 28 of you, whatever you need at that time. So again, please don't use this as a hangout. Please use this only for academic purposes. So those, I believe, are the only. Oh, and then science and social studies. That's the second thing that's different. I'm only going to be teaching social studies or science twice a week, and that will be on Wednesdays and Fridays. Wednesdays and Fridays will be reserved for science and social studies, not every week like it was on our previous weekly schedule. Then the second slide that is attached to this is a learning at home schedule. A lot of learning coaches, particularly, reached out to me first trimester and asked, you have your weekly schedule, but I'm just not sure what to do maybe during those downtimes, or just not sure how to structure it at home and make it more structured and balanced and have my child focus a little bit better. So I made a learning at home plan that breaks it down from 8:15 to 3:05 in different increments saying, what you should be doing at this time. This is merely a suggestion. I understand that we all have different scenarios at home. Some of us are with grandparents, some of us are with aunts and uncles, some of us are with those people, but then they're also working. So I completely understand, but this is just a baseline. This is just a suggestion. This is just a helpful tool to get kids more on a balanced schedule if that's something that you are craving for. So if you need a little bit of extra help at home, a little bit more balance, please feel free to print this out and post it in their workstation on your fridge and do the suggested thing during those times. So I hope that helps out for some of you as well. All right, so that is going to be the end of the weekly schedule. Now, I said bear with me because this is a loaded video of everything that's pretty much on the email. Let's see. All right, so I'm going to scroll down. It's Christmas time, so we have a Christmas Bitmoji classroom. Kiddos can use that during their downtime. We have our weekly agenda folder, so I'm going to review that really quickly. You click on the weekly agenda, slide down to, let's say you were absent November 3rd, so you want to make sure you go to November 2nd, November 6th agenda. Click on it. It always has what we're learning for that week and then any reminders. And then again, it breaks it down into, what we're doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of those weeks. That week we happen to not have school Monday and Tuesday, so that's why that's blank. So let's go back to our weekly agendas. Actually, our main page. Again, we have my contact information. We have dojo information down here. This video will be posted in helpful videos if you want to go back and re-listen. All of our spelling lists every single week are in here. So I'll go to this week's December 7th week. All of the kiddos' spelling words are listed in here, as well as their sight words. They should be reading these without sounding them out. Boom, 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 boom. And then also the vocabulary words we go through throughout the week. This is a good practice. It says use out loud in a sentence. So those are available for you each week. I also have a password helper down here. So if you forget, oh my gosh, how do I log on to Raz Kids? There you go, it helps you. Oh my gosh, how do I log on to Boom Kids? Boom, that's how it helps you. And then the last thing is reading math groups. So we're gonna click on that. Here is our reading group schedule at the top, which we should all hopefully be familiar with at this point. Nothing has changed with that. Still the same group, same people, same time. Then down here we have our math groups. So I'm going to enlarge this again a little bit. So this is where we have our math groups now broken down between math group A and math group B. So if you're in math group A, you're going to log on. Please make sure that you are on time because we're on a time. Once 1:30 hits, I am out. I am exiting. I am removing students. And if they have any questions, they can always hop back in my office hour at 2:30 and ask me anything. But once that 1:30 moment hits, I need to be out, ready, get prepared for my math group B. So if you're in math group A from 1 to 1:30, you will be meeting with me. You will log in at 1. After 1:30, you will then log into Reflex Math or Prodigy until 2. So when you're not with me, that half hour you're not with me, you are logging on to Reflex Math or Prodigy at that time and continuing doing math work. Reflex Math is helpful in helping the kids work on their math fact fluency with addition and subtraction. And Prodigy, I will always align it to the standard they're working on for the week. So for example, this week, we're working on 2-digit addition. So all of the questions in Prodigy will be aligned to 2-digit addition. Now, you can do Reflex Math all week. You can do Prodigy all week. It is completely up to you, but they must be working on that when they are not with me and I'm with the other group. Another good way to do it would be back and forth. Reflex Math on Tuesday, Prodigy on Wednesday, Reflex on Thursday, Prodigy on Friday. That's personally how I would have my child do it. But again, every household learning environment is different, but this is just merely a suggestion. Then after 2, they will complete the Seesaw math assignment. After 2 o'clock, the Seesaw math assignment will be up and posted because at that point in time, I have been able to meet with both groups. They have been working on the standard of what we're supposed to be doing that day, and they're all prepared to then start their assignment at 2 o'clock. So then they'll be doing their assignment at 2. That's group A. Group B, between 1 and 1:30, when I'm with group A, they'll be doing reflex math or prodigy. Then they're going to log off at 1:30, make sure they're on time, log in to their math group B, and we'll do our whole group lesson for the day. After they've logged out with me at 2 o'clock or 2:05, excuse me, they can always take a break. They don't have to go boom, boom, boom. I know some students thrive on going from one thing to the next thing. I know some students also need a break. So if your student needs a break, please by all means give them a break. Let them walk around, get a snack, go to the bathroom, do a go noodle, brainer size, and then complete their Seesaw math assignment for the day. All right, so those are the math groups. And the last thing that is on Schoology. So the last thing that I'm going to go over to is Seesaw. So Seesaw on Saturday, the district switched over to the second trimester and it archived, meaning it's still there, but it's in a previous past folder that you guys cannot access, but only I can access. So I have all their work from the first trimester that it archived over. So now everything is completely brand new. So you're going to want to make sure when you go into Seesaw, you are clicking over here on the side. Mine says Stephanie Cook, but yours will say your student's name. And then you want to make sure you're doing my work from my classroom in Miss Cook's second grade, second trimester. They also have all their specials under here. So this is where they should be seeing their art, their music, their STEAM, and possibly gym. A lot of your special questions, if you have them, please make sure you're emailing directly to that specials teacher. I try to know as much as I can, but I'm not an expert at all by any means on any of the specials and really how they run their classroom. So please reach out to them if you have any specific questions for them. That would be extremely helpful. So again, doing their work this second trimester, you're going to want to make sure that you're in Miss Cook's second grade, second trimester. It is a raspberry red color, and then I have a new little Bitmoji icon in the corner. Same thing, journal. Their activities will be in the light bulb, inbox. That's where you all can message me if you have any questions, or I'll message you if I have any important things. They do not have skills right there. They might have blog, but I don't think I'm going to use that this semester. So the only 3 things that they're going to have is journal, activities, and inbox. And last thing is just like Schoology, they have these folders, right? Seesaw also has folders to access. You just need to make sure that they're on the top class journal. You're going to click on this little file folder icon. And then I will also be posting the daily or the weekly agenda slides in this red folder every week. Know that when I post it, I'm posting it as a Google document. It is a living, live document. And what that means is that it might change. You might see it on Monday morning, and you might see Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday missing some activities inside the blanks. That's only because they are blank. I am still working on them. It's difficult in this environment really to have all my assignments completed by Sunday and what I want my kids to do, because realistically, sometimes that just doesn't happen. Sometimes there's a technical difficulty. Sometimes they're struggling at a concept and I'm not happy with how they're understanding it, and I might want to redo it the next day. So just please be aware that they are not ever set in stone. They're always changing, but they will always be 100% ready that morning of the day. So on Tuesday morning, whatever's on there Tuesday will be what we're doing. On Wednesday morning will be what we're doing. But if you're logging in on Monday and you're clicking through and you're like, oh, they don't have to do anything for math, or they don't have to do anything for social studies on Friday, that is not set in stone. So please make sure you re-look at it at the beginning of each day. Also, I'm going to put all their math assignments in the yellow folder, all their positivity projects in the green, All their reading, grammar, writing is going to be in their blue folder, and then any of their spelling assignments will be located in their purple folder. Last trimester, I did not organize them in these folders, but I'm going to this trimester because I'm trying to be as organized and as clear as I can. I think that is everything. Thank you for listening to this very long video. Again, it is all outlined in that email as well. But I know sometimes for me, I'm a visual learner and it helps to see what I'm doing. I apologize if I went off on tangents. And I hope I really truly got to everything. I'm looking at my notes and I believe that I did. If there's anything I'm missing or you still have questions about, please reach out to me. Please email me. Please log in during office hours, and I will be more than happy to re-go over any of these things or address any of your concerns or address any of your questions. But thank you for sticking with me along this ride. I cannot believe we're already in our second trimester. I'm so proud of each and every one of my students for coming and just doing so amazing every single day. And I'm so thankful for you learning coaches and parents that are listening to this video that are my partners in this and always reaching out with questions or concerns and striving and making me a better teacher by just inundating me with suggestions or what I should do better and how I can be a better teacher virtually. So thank you so much, for your understanding and for your helpfulness. I appreciate it more than you'll ever know. All right. On that note, thank you for listening. Goodbye.